Welcome back everybody, I'm Lars and this is FTB Infinity. So to start off today we need to get the power situation sorted. So I've set up the first, well, I'm gonna call it a reactor because it is reacting to stuff, but it is basically a fluid like oil and steam thingy, so it's pretty simple. So let's set that up first. We want to receive and we don't want to do anything with fluids or anything here. This is reactor 1. So this is the input for reactor 1, and how we're going to set it up is on this side there will be a whole lot of energy generating stuff, and on this side there will be a lot of energy consuming stuff. Even this base will be connected to that side. I want everything to pass through this thing just to make it easier to like move stuff around. So I made a bunch of tesseracts just to get this set up, because you can see here this is kind of messy. As you can see here, this thing is the reactor. Well, this is the output from this thing. As you can see here, we have a double refinery, oil and fuel setup, and this works great. These guys can make as much stuff or as little stuff as needed. Yeah, you can see here. And now that this isn't going and the pump on the other side is stopped because everything is full, well, it's okay. But the problem here is, you can see here, well, this will receive, oil, and that's cool. That's cool, sure. So fluids is 100 series, energy will be 200 series. Thinking energy in is 200, energy out is 300, and then the zeros, basically their items. Easiest way to do this. I'm going to rename this thing just to make it easier to sort this. This is the fluid oil. This is the energy, energy reactor 1. Not sure how that's going to set up. And item quarry 1. This is different because the item ones, we might want to, use the same frequency on both of them. But that's fine. You could send energy to these guys because they are basically doing that, but you shouldn't do it like this. You shouldn't both receive and send energy from like this thing. This is just messy. So the first thing we want to do is just get rid of this thing. And yeah, this is still horribly messy, but the fact that we are tapping in and in this thing, it's okay, because this is going to be moved to a like a proper refinery at some point later, so this is more or less a temporary thing. So now this HQ Tesseract should receive a, well, and mostly an almost unlimited amount of power here. Yeah, so we have this. It is not enough, like a totally enough yet. And the problem is right now, these guys are stealing a lot of power, right? So this is the item quarry, this is the fluid oil. Now there are some things you can do with these, what are they called, flux ducts? But, flux scrubber, holy, yeah. But I think, because I don't think there is, no, I don't think there is a good way of like constricting it. So yeah, so I'm thinking, because you can't put like filters or anything here, can you? Let's see what we can find here. This is thermodynamics. I haven't checked that. I might just put a capacitor between there, but if there is another way of doing that, I might actually want to do that. We have the retriever, yeah, we have the servo, that's fine. Filter. Yeah, so we have all of these things here, but and the thing is, we could do it easy, just have a leadstone flux duct. in between here, just connect it to a leadstone flux duct, and there would be no problem. They would take like 200 each. Is it per connection, this one as well? Let's see. So we have the leadstone. Transfer amount is per connection. Okay, so we can try that. Well, let's try that, because right now this is not receiving enough power. Well, it is mostly. But, so it is working, but I don't want these guys, the quarry and such, to receive more than, let's say, 200. Oh, but that is the... No, that's not the oil stuff over there for now. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can try that. Oh. So I have some leads... Oh, man. No, hey. Leadstone flux ducts here. Again, you can constrict them with capacitors, but I think not having any capacitors in between anything here will make everything just a tiny bit less complicated. Complicated is not good. Do you want to connect this to make sure? No, we'll do this. So now these guys shouldn't have any problems being fed like more than 200. And this is still fine, this is fine, everything here is fine. We have power, you should have power anywhere. The only thing that we aren't powering right now, I think, is the base over yonder. I think that used the quarry thing though. The oh, now I'm not sure. The tree farm, because we are using that as a backup. Well, if that's down for a little while, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the thing is, right now we need. Well, now I have a couple of these as well. It's cool. We need some energy capacitor thingies, right? I've been struggling with like where do you put that, but the easy way would just be put like two-way ones up here. That would constrict us with energy sources because we can't then put them on the like top side, but I think it's fine. So you will be in and out, basically two-way everything here. Stop that. We should probably close off the sides here. But yeah, I think this is decently good way of doing this. These guys should get whatever they need from the things here, and should keep these guys fed if the power actually decreases. This is much cleaner than having like everything crossing over everywhere. Now you have like one channel for the items here, one channel for energy input, and that's it. That's the only tesseract you have here. And we might have more item ones later on, but I'm probably going to change this to be like a main item thing. Would mean that we use 2 tesseracts for the quarries, but I have an idea of how I want to do the quarries anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, this is the farm area. And the only area that is actually chunk loaded is the thing over here. Yeah, the tree farm. And holy crap. That is a big ass tree. This thing is not well designed. I will probably move the tree farm portion of it further out soon. And yeah, the whole train thing, yeah, didn't work out that well. We'll probably set something up at some point, but it did not work out well. Okay, let's see. How big is this thing? It isn't chunk loading much, but maybe we'll put it over here-ish. We could just extend it a tiny bit. Or out here. Yeah, this should work. Just set it up in the water, and we have these futuristic blocks, which... Oh, they look so cool. Just look at this. Looks so cool. I'm just going to set this up like this, and then we are going to put the capacitor bank like this. And we need to... Oh. Just do something like this. Is this big enough? Yeah, probably. This was like 4 out this way. 4 out this way, and I could actually have used the turtle for this, but that would be very lazy, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm not sure that we even have enough for this, but it should only be... Oh, it's a 9x9, not an 8x8. Okay, yeah. Everything makes sense now. I'll just fill the rest in later on. We're only going to have like one side of this thing set up right now anyway. We can do one more row just to sort of fill this in. Like so. So this is the main thing. We are going to put the tesseract on the top and say only send energy and do nothing else. And you are the solar farm. Save and go. And this will now start just taking everything. Okay, let's set this part up. We are going to just go one out before we start anything and then do Magnia. I think this should work just fine. This and I should have had one more, but this works, and we'll have this sort of structure on all sides. Well, these guys are only able to pull like 460, but this should, well, when the internal buffer is done, they should get 64 each for a total of 512 RF during the day into this thing. And during the night, they will shut off, but this will keep it going, and it has like 5 million RF. I'm not sure that that is enough for very long, but it should give us what we need. This is output only, yeah. So that should keep us going for the foreseeable future, basically as a backup source of power. Tesseract, 1 or 2 of these will, oh, well, that kind of sucks. I'll probably make a proper input thing with tons and tons of item ducts pulling it into a single interface, and have, I kind of want to pull the main processing or processing stuff off the ME network and just have that as part of a filtered input thing. Because then we could actually make like polarized stuff and store it. Right now, if you polarize any gold and you don't use it for crafting right away, it gets pulled straight back into the furnaces. So this design is not great. I could just chain these two, but I want to be able to do like manual, or not manual, but crafting based polarizing as well. Let's just do this for now. You are going to be not that. You are only going to receive items. So didn't I save the thing? It's 2 anyway. Item pre-farm, yes, and save it and set it. This should now start receiving charcoal again. Oh, we have 19k. And there's nothing coming in right now. Let's go, oh, of course, because none of this. You are the HQ, yeah. Didn't I grab one more tesseract? Oh right, they don't stack properly. Tesseract, yeah, like this. And do this. Oh, this isn't going to create any interference, is it? Because you can't choose sides. I might have to redo some of this setup. It's good enough for now. So let's see. You are going to send energy, but that is it. Nothing else. And you're going to send it to the tree farm. And now we should start seeing some other stuff coming in here. Okay, I'll just head over there. Tesseract, 1 or 2 of these will, oh. Well, that kind of sucks. I'll probably make a proper input thing with tons and tons of item ducts pulling it into a single interface, and have, I kind of want to pull the main processing or processing stuff off the ME network and just have that as part of a filtered input thing. Because then we could actually make like polarized stuff and store it. Right now, if you polarize any gold and you don't use it for crafting right away, it gets pulled straight back into the furnaces. So this design is not great. I could just chain these two, but I want to be able to do like manual, or not manual, but crafting based pulverizing as well. Let's just do this for now. You are going to be not that. You are only going to receive items. So didn't I save the thing? It's 2 anyway. Item pre-farm, yes, and save it and set it. This should now start receiving charcoal again. Oh, we have 19k. And there's nothing coming in right now. Let's go, of course, because none of this. You are the HQ, yeah. Didn't I grab one more tesseract? Oh right, they don't stack properly. Tesseract, yeah, like this. And do this. Oh, this isn't going to create any interference, is it? Because you can't choose sides. I might have to redo some of this setup. It's good enough for now. So, let's see. You are going to send energy, but that is it. Nothing else. And you're going to send it to the tree farm. And now we should start seeing some other stuff coming in here. Well, there is like 400 here right now. I don't know why there's like 400, but... And this can't take more than 400 in, can it? No, no, it can. Let's just do this. 800 in, that's fine. Yeah. But we don't want it to use that much, though. So I'm going to still just go back down to 300 or so. Now it's actually... How can it actually use more? Oh, output per side, right? Oh. Okay, so this needs to be 500. So we always have a buffer. Basically, I always want this buffer to be full. So 200 per side, that means 200 to the this network and everything, and then 200 for this one if it needs to, if it needs it. Yeah. So you can see 1600 is collected, and now we should actually be able to just do this now, and it will still keep filling up. And yeah, we'll do this again, and now we should have more than enough for the foreseeable future here. Yeah, this logistics power junction is filling up. This thing is just junk. Why are you that thing? I thought I locked you. Does it actually get unlocked when you're like done with this or something? No. Hey, stop that, dude. Why are you? You now you're locked to that thing. Oh. No. Okay, get rid of all that. You should be locked to the mulch. That's the thing. So now you're locked, I think. Yeah. So even though you're empty, totally empty, you are locked. It seems just that it didn't sort of remember it. Not that we're actually using that stuff, but I just hate the fact that it's not working correctly. Do not like. You should be locked. You should be locked. You should be locked. You don't have anything because everything is just getting burnt up. Can I put oak wood in? Oh. Yeah, this one. And lock it. No. Oh, come on. Come on out. Come on. Oh, there we go. And lock that. And then there's the other thing. I don't care. It doesn't matter that much. Yeah, you can see the charcoal is being pumped from the charcoal burning facility, which is still the old type furnaces. But if you're creating charcoal, you might as well use charcoal to actually make more charcoal. So yeah, why not, really? Well, this seems to be working just fine. It's whenever there's a surplus, which 8 of those, it's going to create a surplus. We're not even close to being able to make enough wood for this, and this is running like full thing. But there's, I think, a way to run this thing on. It doesn't consume stack. Oh, it's not this one. There's another one that uses fertilizer to kind of speed things up. It doesn't matter. We could just increase the size at some point. It is beautiful, isn't it? We have come a long way, really, but there's still so much more to do. So I've set up my lab here, well, the first part of my lab, really, with just some basic machines, just in case we have to do some stuff ourselves. A crafting terminal, tesseract with the power we need, and down here is the interfaces and the assemblers. So this will be basically where all the stuff will pop up. I'm going to remove these frames. It didn't look, I hoped it would look good, but it really didn't. So yeah, and we'll probably replicate that on the other side as well. And yeah, it's going to look pretty good, I think, when you actually get all of this set up. So I need some way to sort of frame this, I think, but like this is just not good. Maybe actually if let's see, if I were to remove, I could put this back and this back. If I were to remove carefully like all the corner pieces here and just have the outer frame, maybe that'll be a bit better. This will have to stay. That's scary. I still don't know. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. That's how the process goes, right? And we'll have to be able to see the whole city down there. This I might do something about. I don't like the fact that this just ended up at the window over here. It didn't over here, so I'll probably just extend this to go like back here, and yeah. But you can see stuff here. I might want to make this window a bit bigger as well, but yeah, it's just a single tile thing, so that's fine. You can see the whole area over there, over here, over there. Yeah, you can see everything from the central tower, but the cool thing is that when you get like way out here, you can barely see this and nothing more in the background, which I think is going to look really cool because the whole area is just going to look insanely huge. It's not that big, but it's going to look like it, and that's the important thing. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to call it here. We did get a lot of different stuff done. A lot of the basic stuff is now done, really. We have all the power we need for a long time. We have a lot of items. We can just start building, and I'm going to do a lot of building between this episode and the next, and yeah, I hope to see you then. Bye bye.